Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is day one of our August 2023 release, and I have a card to share. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossoms, and I'm fussing around here. Okay, Jaded Blossoms Gnome Dies Fishing Add Ons along with their Gnome Dies, and I'm using our Octagon Treat Box die and our Mini Tag Dies 3. I'm also using the Best Fishes stamp set. I don't have the package to show you, and Octagon Dies Christmas Add Ons 2. Okay, so first I have a piece of ripe avocado cardstock from Paper Tray Ink, cut at 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches with my Martha Stewart scoreboard and my Teflon bone folder. I'm working on my Stampin' Up! Pad, kind of as per usual. And then I'm pulling out Cartabella's pattern paper, The Great Outdoors, and that is a 2¼ inch piece of that paper that I cut using my paper trimmer. And I'm just going to stick that down to the front of my card using some ATG tape. There we are. And then I'll cut off the overhang with a pair of scissors. There's a great basket weave on the back of that one. And then there we go. And then I already put together that gnome and his little fishing rod on the Gnome Dies Fishing Add-ons assembly video, so check that out. So I did cut that piece of pattern paper from the same Cartabella pad using the Octagon Treat Box dies. And I'm going to stick that down onto a piece of ripe avocado cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. And I'm going to just use my paper trimmer to trim it with a little bit of a border, like maybe 1/8 inch or so. There you have that. And then I went ahead and I trimmed that with my paper trimmer. Just wanted some definition on the side on the, the fish paper. And then this piece was cut from the Octagon Treat Box dies, the Octagon Christmas Add Ons 2. That piece is usually used for the gingerbread person. And I cut that out of paper from that same Cartabella, The Great Outdoors pad. Now remember, when you're creating, you don't have to use the same pads as me. You can choose any pattern paper to do this, right? It'll work. Now his little hat is cut from Doodlebug's gingham linen, Rainbow Petite Prints. And I'm going to stick that little octagon down on my card front. There we go, with some ATG tape again. Just trying to get it straight. Now my little gnome has his skin tones are P13 stamping pad skin tones that you can get at the Jaded Blossom store. Now that is, the sentiment is from that Best Fishes stamp set. And I cut it out with the with our Mini Tag Dies 3 from Jaded Blossom. And I'm just going to line that up underneath that octagon as well as I can. Now the rest of the gnome was put together with Smoky Shadow cardstock from Paper Tray Ink, and Paper Tray Ink white cardstock and red cardstock for the little bobber on his hat. And I did use Distress ink in walnut stain to ink around his hat, and white daisy ink to ink around his beard. And you can watch me do that, like I said, on the Gnome Dies Fishing Add Ons assembly video. Sorry, guys. Okay, now I'm going to be popping up this little gnome using some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. So I'm just, I like nothing to dip, so I use a lot of foam dimensionals. There you go. And I'm going to stick that little gnome down. Now that little fishing rod was made from Paper Tray Ink soft stone cardstock, black cardstock, dark chocolate cardstock. And then the little fish was cut from paper from the same Cartabella pad. And then the little reel was cut from gingham linen, Doodlebug's Rainbow Petite Prints again, in that little gray check. There. So isn't that sweet? I just think it's so adorable. Now on the inside, I'm going to add a piece of paper. I think it's like Nina Solar White 80 pounds, something like that. Cut it 4 by 5¼ inches, just to give you somewhere to write. Now you could use a dark pen and you could see it, but this is just what I like to do. So I'm going to add that to the inside with my ATG tape. And then I'm going to add some ATG tape to the bottom of this paper. And then I will add a 1¼ inch strip of this little lure paper from that same Cartabella pad. Just trimming it off. There, isn't that cute? Now on the inside, I'm going to use a sentiment from that same Best Fishes stamp set that I cut out with the Mini Tag Dies 3. And it says, "Fishing you a great birthday." So Best Fishes, and then fishing you a great birthday. And then I'm just going to pop that on. Yeah, it's kind of cute, right? Now I'm pulling out our Fancy Heart die, and I cut that same teal cardstock out from that Cartabella pad with the Fancy Heart die, and I'm going to use these little hearts to decorate the front of my card. I do this a lot. It's kind of one of my favorite things to do. And I'm going to stick those down using some mini dimensionals. And I'll use my reverse tweezers just to hold on to them. And then I'm going to pop those on the front of my card. And I think it adds something, right? Now you could use bling for this. You could do whatever you like, right? Nouveau crystal drops, I like that too. Okay, and I'm going to pop up that little heart. I'm going to put that right over his little heart. And there we go. So I think that turned out super cute, and it's a super fast and easy one. Remember to check out my Gnome Dies Fishing Add Ons assembly video so you can watch me put all of those little gnomes together, you know, when I talk about what I used and all that. So if you'd like to do that, that is over on the Jaded Blossom YouTube site and my YouTube site, Leanne K. So check that out. You want to be followers so you get notified when there's a new video. Or I guess you can hit notifications, right? Something like that. But anyways, like I said, you know, you want to be followers, and you know, I put up videos all the time on the Jaded Blossom YouTube site and on my YouTube site, Leanne K. So that is all. So thank you so much for stopping by. And you know, you want to get shopping pretty soon. There's a Gotta Have It Now you can check out, and otherwise you can get things a la carte starting on Thursday of the release. So that is all. Thanks everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.